Hey everyone, how you going? You may remember in the last vlog we were doing Dakar to Dakar and we hit Luxor, Egypt. Well, this is the second part of that vlog. You probably guessed that I'm not in Egypt as I film this little bit, but anyway, this is the second Luxor vlog. This is the West Bank, and you're going to join me as I wait for my tour to pick me up at my hotel in Luxor to go to the West Bank and see the Valley of the Kings and all the other things that the West Bank is famous for. Ancient Thebes, folks, ancient Thebes. Wait for the temple at the end. That's pretty special. This take for sure. Got me backpack, passport and visas, heading out of Melbourne for the first time in years. By planes, buses, trains and cars, I'm heading from Dakar to Dakar. Good morning everyone. It's day 48. I've got that right, and it's the 12th of March and I'm waiting here. We're going to the Valley of the Kings and I've opted for a tour today, which I think is actually going to be a good thing. It'll be over by 1 o'clock and I can just chill for the rest of the day. So what's happened? Why the heck was I on a motorbike? Let me say, so there's been some sort of stuff up. I was waiting in the lobby. I clearly stated to my guy that I would meet them in the lobby, but anyway, I waited an hour. I was very generous. Then I kept liaising with the front desk, and they were like, we don't know. No, we haven't heard it. Like, they asked me my room number, they checked, no messages. I don't know what happened. Anyway, they said they called the room many times. I don't know that they did. I don't know what happened, but basically they left without me. They didn't come into the lobby like every other single tour group. An hour and a half later, they sent a bike for me, and I guess at some point I'm going to join up with the tour. Here we are at the traditional first stop for all tours, the Colossi of Memnon. Two giant, I think they're 18-meter statues, and they're right here. This is the usual thing, they always try to see something on a tour, always.
Okay,
Interestingly, people are actually, some people look like they're actually buying this stuff. Check it out. Is that alabaster? Who knows? Such is life, and you know what? I suppose they did make a good effort to get me joined up to the tour. So, you know what? I was angry, but these things happen. I just got to let it go. It's not going to improve the experience, is it? New transport. Okay, folks, this is a bazaar, I guess, at the Valley of the Kings.
$260 is full ticket,
130 student ticket, and then I'm gonna buy the tickets for the rest of the group because you have already given me the money. And we see the marks of 62 tombs. The most famous one is number 62, Tutankhamun, which is extra ticket, £300, not worth it. But the greatest one is number 17, Nicholas. Number 17 is Seti the First, the father of Ramses II.
So the guide is going to buy my ticket for me. He's buying all our tickets. Transport. Fantastic.
Are you a YouTuber?
Yeah.
Vlogger?
I am, yeah. Everyone's crammed into a little bit of shade. So basically, Valley of the Kings is a valley where thousands and thousands of years ago, kings were buried in tombs, some of them extremely deep, and the tombs are decorated and painted. Here we go, KV6 Ramses the Ninth. This part's been blocked off, obviously. This here is the Egyptian god of fertility, and apparently people got very angry with him when he was liaising with their women and cut off a leg and an arm, but kept the other appendage. That's what our guide told us. I didn't make that up. So I think basically you get, with your entry ticket, 260, you get entry to 3 tombs. There's a couple of tombs that are more expensive than the others. Tutankhamun, and there's another one that's the deepest, and that's apparently 1,000 Egyptian pounds. Tutankhamun, I think, is an extra 300, and apparently it's not worth it. Probably because they took everything out. Otherwise, you have a choice of I don't know how many, but yeah. It's not that hot, but the sun just bounces off all the rocks and everything, and it's, you feel like you're cooking. See, Ramses was obviously a very popular name back in the day. The last two, this is Ramses III. The previous tomb was Ramses the Ninth. So there are at least 9 Ramses. You give him your ticket and they hole punch it for you. Shukran. (1187), 1151 BC. I think that was his life. He ruled Egypt for 11 years. So actually, this is actually younger than Luxor. The deeper we go, the hotter it gets. But wait, there's more. It goes on and on. I think you said there's 66 tombs. It goes up there, goes along there, We've come all the way around that corner and back down there. How did I choose the tombs? The guide said gave us 3 that he recommended, and the last one is Ramses 4, which is back near the entrance. Just remember, every tomb we enter is an adventure, and every adventure is a tomb we enter. Not a long line. For number 4 of the Ramses clan. Ramses, nice to meet you. Got a feeling my coffin won't be quite as impressive. Oh, I guess it's just me. Like, I find this exhausting, fighting through so many people, and yet everyone else looks super happy. Oh, like, it is an amazing place, and you know, at the end of the day, you go home, you can look at your photos and go, oh, wow, isn't that fantastic? But the actual tourist experience.
Here in the shade, okay? This is your ticket.
Shukran.
Yeah.
For how long?
I'm coming with you.
Oh, you're coming, okay.
Yeah.
Our last stop here, it's the Habu Temple.
It's la creme de la creme.
Apparently it's the creme de la creme.
And smiting them in front of the god Ammon. Same thing to...
Just when you think you've seen it all in Egypt, you come to a place that you hadn't heard of and get blown away. I have no words. It's in such good condition as well. Like, compare it to Karnak or Luxor. It's literally the most mind-blowing thing I've seen since the pyramids. This temple, absolutely brilliant. I don't want this vlog to be too long, so I just included a little bit about this Habu Temple, and when I get back to Australia I'll do a full vlog just on the temple because it's amazing. Super duper amazing. Well, looks like we go back via boat across the Nile, and I was thinking I wouldn't actually get on the Nile this time, but there you go. Hey, that was Luxor for you. And it's been a very interesting day, and so there are some things that I should say before I sign off. The tour group that I went with are called Sunrise Tours. Would I recommend them? I found the guide was quite good. He was a likeable guy. I'm not really sure what happened this morning. They claimed that I was asleep when I wasn't. I was waiting patiently in the lobby to be picked up. So what happened was I ended up on the back of a motorbike. You know, I was just in a state, we've got to go, and I didn't really think it through. Although nothing happened, the guy rode exceedingly fast, and neither of us had a helmet, and I was in shorts as well. So, you know, one mistake, and that could have been it for me. At the end of the trip, when I arrived back on the East Bank, I was met by the guy who I think runs the company, and he then he insisted that I use his service to drive me to the airport tomorrow, and I'm pretty sure I overpaid for that, and that was after bashing him down £150. So, and I shouldn't have agreed. I don't know, I was tired and I'm exhausted at the moment, as you might be able to tell, and I need to find something going forwards to improve my frame of mind. I am thankful that so far I've pretty much been able to stop myself snapping at people, but I have found the last few weeks, since I hit Oman, probably a bit difficult, up and down, not always, but certainly Egypt and especially Luxor have been a bit difficult for me. So anyway, lots to look forward to. We're moving on to a new chapter. I'm trying to refresh myself. I'm trying to find a bit of energy and vigor to attack the next part of the trip with. Thank you, of course, for watching this video. Always appreciate the support. Take care wherever you are in the world. May the journey never end.